Hello, welcome to my bed. Let's cuddle. My camera is moving. It's moving. Juju on that beat. Hey, Juju. Guys, it's Gabby here today. As usual, it's me, Gabby, here today. Hi. Hello. And I got my Starburst because I love food. Too busy blocking out the haters. I asked you guys to ask me deep questions. This is not a regular Q&A, okay? Let's go down the line. I'm not going to answer every question because you guys decide to ask me some deep questions and I can't. I can't answer all these questions. From my girl, Brianna, yeet. Brianna says, I'm moving to South Carolina soon and I've never been more scared in my life to move to a whole other state and start over again. Do you have any tips on if I start getting too much anxiety during the moving process and starting at a whole different school? P.S. I love you so much, Gabby. I love you too so much. Okay, girly. First of all, I want to tell you that although this seems so scary right now, girl, you have the world at your fingertips right now, girl. You can start all over. You can be someone totally new. When I went to a new school, I put on these fake glasses and I acted like I wore glasses. Do I have 20/20 vision? Yes, but no one knew that. Be the person you've always wanted to be. You have an excuse now. Do it. Become you, girl. To deal with the anxiety, girl, I wish I could tell you more than I can right now because honestly, I'm having the worst anxiety this week. Whew! I could literally just cry right now thinking about it. How to deal with it? You tell me. Just realize, no matter what the boop happens, you're gonna be okay. If you're not okay, you're still okay. I don't know how else to explain it. I remember going back to school and I was stressing out. I'm like, I have basketball, school, all this stuff. And my dad says, even if you're not okay, you're okay. Like, no matter what happens, you're alive. And that's all you can ask, right? Take deep breaths before you go into school. Just go. And realize, girl, I'm gonna blow everyone away. I'm gonna be confident because you know what? Confidence is key, bro. And what do I always tell you? Fake it till you make it, girl. Fake that confidence and pretty soon you're gonna be confident and you're not gonna have to worry about those nerves. You got it, girl. How to deal with a heartbreak by a friend? I like this question because you always get questions about relationships, like not friendships, but relationships. And you guys, although like that's a huge thing, we don't want to forget about the friend thing, you know, it still exists. That's why I like this song, Real Friends by Camila. It's talking about friends, not beeping a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I realize that this can be solved almost the same way as a relationship heartbreak. It's one of those things where it just takes time in general. Like, it's not like you're just gonna like have one of those things where eat pizza and it's gonna be better. Okay, well that's gonna help, but it's not gonna like completely just make you feel nothing anymore. It's one of those things where like progressively you're gonna feel better each day and you might have some random bad days and you know, that's okay. But with each week, you're gonna look back and be like, girl, yo, like that was better than the last week and every week it's gonna get better. I think something I realized is everyone is in your life for a reason. And it could be to show you what not to look for in a friend. Or it could be to show you what to look for in a friend. And it could be something really small. And you won't even realize it till you look back and be like, oh my goodness, like I learned something from this relationship or friendship. And it was super small, but now I know why I went through that and why I was this person's friend and now I'm not. So be thankful for the times you did have with your friend, but realize I'm not their friend for a reason as well. And I'm gonna go find a new friend and we're gonna be friends and maybe friends. And then Jordan, my bestie, Jordan asked me tons of questions, so I'm gonna like go through those and see. What is the one thing that people always misunderstand about you? I think one of the main things for me is like having to do with being a twin. So a lot of times people think, oh my word, she has to be everywhere with Allie. Like they are basically one person, you know? Oh, that is the most annoying thing in the world. I love you guys all so much. But sometimes when I live stream on my channel, you guys ask where Allie is. I know it's something small and like I don't want to sound picky or like rude or something like that, but this is my live stream. It's not hers, it's not the Defino twins live stream, it's mine. And like I do have my own life, you see, like she's with me most of my life, but I do have my own. I think one misunderstanding is that I have to be with Allie, or like she completes me. Like, yes, she's a big part of my life, like huge part of my life. But like, I need people to know that there is a division. Like, I am my own person, she is her own. I usually feel bad saying this because it's like, girl, you're like digging deep for something to find that's wrong. That very rarely like upsets me, but it's definitely something that I had to like think of something, that's what it would be. If you could ask one question about your future and get the answer, what questions would you ask? I think it would have to do with my death. Like, I know that sounds morbid. Okay, yeah, it's morbid. I want to know when I'm gonna die so that like I don't have to worry about it. Like, I'd be like, okay, like you're gonna be fine for like 80 years. And then like once you hit 90, you can start worrying about your death. But like, I'm worrying about my death already and I'm 20. That's what my anxiety has been about lately. Sickness and death. Like, I think I have a life-threatening disease. I'm not gonna go into that. I feel like I have a life-threatening disease right now. And like, no one's gonna tell me different. Like, no one's gonna convince me otherwise, even doctors. It's something that's gonna just like have to click in my head. Girl, you're fine. So I wanna know when I'm gonna die, so I just don't worry. If I knew when I was gonna die, I don't think I would ever have anxiety. Because that's mainly what my anxiety is about, is death. Or death resulting from a sickness. What did your past relationships teach you? I've only really been in like one relationship. Well, two, but like, I consider myself to have been in 3 different relationships. The first one, I feel like I learned the most about myself, but it wasn't till after the fact. It wasn't till after the relationship, you know? Like, during it, I did not learn anything. I learned that I'm needy. But the thing I learned from the first relationship is to not change yourself for someone, and if your friends and family think that it's probably not the best decision to be in this relationship, to go with that feeling. Like, I know it's like the hardest thing, and you think that you know everything. Like,
I feel this like special connection. Like, I've never felt it with anyone else. Like, this is the one.
But like, if your parents see an obvious like disconnect, or like even Allie was like, girl, I was in that relationship for a year, and like, not only is it like I'm changing kind of myself, because now I'm like pushing myself away from my family. Also, like, just changing my happiness as a person. I'm not happy because I'm not really myself right now. That's what I learned from that relationship. I don't think this is the tell-all guide. I know that parents can disagree with your significant other, and sometimes they're wrong, but in this scenario they knew what was best for me, and I didn't follow what they said, and I got really hurt in the end, and I wish I would have listened to them sooner. The second relationship, I didn't learn much. It was like one of those things where like you just get out of a relationship so then you go to another one. I don't think I really learned a lot. I learned how to tell when someone really cared for you. I think that's what I learned. Sometimes, even though someone really cares for you, and like you really care about them, sometimes it's just, you can't force something, you know? Like, it could just end up being a friend thing. This is what someone who really cares looks like. And this is what you need to find in the future, but with someone that you actually have romantic feelings for. And then my last one, what did I learn? You guys are like, whoa. Because you guys like were literally saw my first heartbreak video, so that is like a lot of relationships within that span. And like, guys, I was in panic mode coming out of that one. So like, the first one was, like I said, was kind of forced, but the second one wasn't as forced. Actually, it was not forced. I don't know, I have this like weird thing where like I see someone and I'm like, yeah, like I want to be with you, and then I get with them and I'm like, never mind. Like, I win them over and then I'm like, never mind. I learned from this one, if you truly like someone, you will make time for them, and that time was not made for me, and so I moved on. And I did not actually allow myself to get hurt in this last relationship, because I know what people are like. I know that I can't rely on other people for happiness, and like, I'm actually so proud of myself because I learned from that first relationship and to not invest my whole self. I'm good now. That kind of goes back to the fact that people are in your life for a reason, or they're not in your life for a reason. And like, I accept each relationship I go through. I have fun, I don't, whatever. But afterwards, I'm like, yeah, I learned something from this relationship and I'll use this for my next relationship. If you could make any kind of art form, music, literature, film, sculpture, yada yada, what would it be and what would it say to its audience? I just really want to make music, but I can't. Like, I physically can't. I really want to make a music video. I think that's the thing. Like, I want to make music, but like the fun part would be the music video and just like make people feel like happiness, like just pure happiness. I get that feeling from some music and it's like the best feeling. It's just like music, but it makes me happy and I want to do that for other people. I got this last question. It was messaged to me because this person did not want it shared on my page, just in case someone else saw the question. And I don't usually answer questions like this, but I'm gonna read it to you. My friends have my Instagram and I'm not out to them. That's why I'm DMing you instead of commenting. But for the deep questions video, any tips or ideas on coming out to friends? Also, I love you a lot. If you're saying names, call me Emily, just don't say my Instagram. Thank you. The way this question was asked, I don't know, it seemed like she truly wanted to know some help. And like, although I don't have much like experience in like coming out, although I can't tell you how to come out, I want to tell you that no matter the reactions of your friends, you are very important and you are valid and your feelings are valid. If your friends don't accept you for who you are, then you don't need them in your life. You don't need friends that don't accept you. Like, those aren't friends. Whatever happens, you are good. You are you and you're perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. I kind of just rumbled on and on like I usually do, but I hope you learned something. I feel like I say that every video. I love you so much. Bye!